Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a deck review. Today we're going to look at the Black Kings deck. This was designed by Peter McKinnon and Daniel Madison. It's being released by Illusionist. And so if you're familiar with the Kings brand, this is the second in the series of the Kings decks. And this edition is more similar to Daniel Madison's Black Rounders, in that it's a field of black and it has a symbol on the top and on the bottom. The tuck case on this is very smooth, very soft, matte black. So yeah, it's really simple in design. There's not a lot of elements to it, pretty much just like any other Madison deck. And of course, similar to a lot of Illusionist decks, there is no tuck seal. Has just the Kings logo there in etched foil, and the side says live like kings and the other side says think like kings. There's some beautiful ad copy there at the bottom, really tall font, I like that, about illusionist.com. And then the top says Madison and McKinnon, and again has the Kings logo. That is pretty much it for the tuck case. So let's take a look at these cards. When you get the Kings deck straight out of the box, it's going to be in a Mnemonica stack. And what that is it's a deck stack. It was created by a man named Juan Tamirez, and he is a magician, right? And he created this deck stack, Mnemonica. And if you want to learn what it is, probably before you open the box, that would be the best thing. You can find some different tutorials out there on the web. And what you would do is you would memorize the stack so that you could bring out the deck sealed. Okay, the deck stack's really only going to work for you with a sealed deck, so that the spectator can watch you open the deck in front of them. They would assume that the deck was in new deck order, but in reality it's in a deck stack. You would then take the deck and do a series of false shuffles, bringing the deck back to Mnemonica, and then proceed to go forward with a trick. And because you know the order of the deck, it would make a easy mentalist routine or a very easy pick a card, any card routine. You know, a good way to think about Illusionist decks is that they are built for magicians by magicians, in that this is a magic deck. I think a lot of the decks that come out of Illusionist are geared towards magicians and not necessarily card collectors or people that just like playing cards. And so you gotta kind of have to think about that when you evaluate a deck from Illusionist. What I mean by that is these decks are made for the United States Playing Card Company. Still, in my opinion, probably the best card company out there. Their decks handle straight and great right out of the box. And you're going to get features that are built into this deck that are specifically targeted at magicians. The first of which is just it's cut and make. This is done on a retail stock, which is the thinner stock between United States Playing Card Company. They have a thin stock, and then they have a casino grade stock, which is a little thicker. So this is the thinner stock. They do have air cushion embossing on there, which is a linen mat that helps the cards glide when they touch each other. And the Kings decks have a traditional cut. Now, traditional cut is preferred by a lot of card handlers, especially table card players, because they like to do a table pharaoh. The way to tell if you have a traditional cut deck is by doing a hand pharaoh, and if you can do the pharaoh like this, if you can do the pharaoh end to end face down like this, then you have a modern cut. If you do your end to end face up like this, then it is a traditional cut. So that's how you know. So just the difference between the two, in a modern cut, when the cards are going through the press, the blade comes down through the back and through the face. And then in a traditional cut, the blade comes down through the face. And what that does is it makes a rounded edge on the face of the card and makes the back of the card have a crisp edge. The other magic bells and whistles that you're going to get with this deck, you're going to get a gaff card, which is a double backer, which is always nice. And you're going to get Daniel Madison's Angle Z card, which is pretty much a card you can only use once. Your two jokers are the weapons of the Kings. There's an axe and a sword. And because this is a Madison deck, you're going to get 4 custom court cards. Your Ace of Spades is a split spade, and it just simply says think like kings there at the bottom. Your black pips and indices are going to be pretty standard, but your red cards are going to have a darker hue. The original Kings decks that were the white back with the gold box, that was a reader deck. Because the back design on this is not the same, of course, this is not a reader back deck. The back design on the Black Kings deck is a field of black with a very thin white border, and then you have the Kings logo on the top and on the bottom. And just as an example of the similar back designs, here is a side-by-side with the Black Kings and the Rounders. All right, I just wanted to reiterate why this is called the Kings deck. It's because both Daniel Madison and Peter McKinnon, the designers of this deck, are depicted as the two red kings. And so the king of diamonds here is Daniel Madison, and you can see the correlating joker is the weapon from the king of diamonds. And then Peter McKinnon is the king of hearts, and the correlating joker is the weapon from the king of hearts. And aside from the two custom kings, there are two custom queens, both for the diamonds and the hearts. Your two gaff cards that are included are both the Angle Z gaff card and a double backer. And here is your king's deck, Ace of Spades. Well, that is pretty much it for this deck review. As always, we recommend that you like this video just so other people can find it faster. We also recommend that you subscribe to this channel just to stay up to date on the latest in cards and card magic. If you want to follow me on social media, you can. I'm at facebook.com/magicorthodoxy, twitter.com/magicorthodoxy, and instagram.com/magic_orthodoxy. Thanks, bye.